This is Newcap News with Jacob Zaire.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Mike, should be a pretty easy game for the Bobcats, wouldn't you say?
Hopefully. They don't usually play the best when they go against the Steel, so they're hoping for a better effort today. I'll have the pregame story for you in sports.
Best of luck for the Bobcats, definitely, Gerard. And what are we looking forward to in the weather forecast?
Well, the weather is, we got a clear night on the prairies. It's just chilly. The winds that we've seen during the course of the day, the wind chill has barely moved from the 20s to the 19, and that's about really the story of the day. But let's see what we're dealing with here. We did see a high temperature just at around noon of -9, but you see we haven't dropped off that much, just down to -11. But the wind chill is what has really done us in west-northwest, anywhere from 33 to 57 K, and that wind chill at -21. It's been hovering the late teens, 20s for the better part of the day. And that's been the story across the region, where we've generally seen mainly sunny conditions for the better part of the day. We're running a 30% chance, maybe in the Battlefords, of seeing some flurries later. But apart from that, generally clear night along the prairies. We'll chat some more about it a little later in the cast.
Battleford's RCMP are conducting an investigation after human remains were discovered in an abandoned residence there. The caretaker of the property on the 1900 block of 99th Street in North Battleford found the remains yesterday afternoon, and police sealed the scene and began their investigation. The remains have not yet been identified and were in the residence for an extended period of time. The cause of death has not been released yet, pending autopsy results. Christmas is creeping up on shoppers, and many people feel a furry little friend could be just the gift for that hard-to-buy-for person on their list. But organizers of the St. Paul Animal Shelter say that's not a good idea. Every year, animal shelters all over end up having an increase in pets because people get animals that they don't want as a Christmas present.
Sometimes people last minute go, oh, it's a cute kitten, I'll get it for my brother, sister, mother. And the person they got them for can't keep it. Wherever they got it from won't take the animal back, and they wind up in the shelter.
Trish says before getting a family pet, thorough research needs to be done, and done by the person who will actually be taking care of the animal.
This is a lifelong commitment to a living creature. It's not a couch or a toy. So people need to really consider and do the research before bringing an animal into their family.
They're encouraging that if you are set on buying a pet as a gift, just make sure the person receiving it has a say as to what you end up giving. Lloyd Comp High School held its Barron Booster today. The annual pep rally brings out team and school spirit, and this year, a fundraising twist.
We're actually dunking a teacher.
But that was later in the day. First, students and staff listened to a guest speaker, participated in some other events intended to boost school morale. This year, though, they also decided to help out the 14th annual Rudolph Roundup, collecting money to donate to the Interval Home for women and children who are fleeing abusive relationships. It's an ongoing need that requires constant funding.
Everything, necessities that they need can go to the Interval Home, and it's an abusive situation, so it's an emergency call, so they need to have things all the time, and I think that this is a really great way to be able to supply for them.
The teacher whose class raised the most money was awarded the dubious honor of getting dunked. The winner braved the -10 weather with a smile.
It's tense, sitting up there waiting to see if that ball's going to hit the target, and after 6 balls or 8 balls, whatever they threw, and no one got it, it was just like, each one you're just, am I going down? And you hold your breath.
Apparently it wasn't too cold. Even the runner-up got into the action.
I'm not sure it's a flattering thing to be second place or people want to get dunk you, or an insult. I haven't figured it out yet, but either way, it's for a good cause.
Nearly $900 was raised for the Interval Home, just in time for Christmas.